Hey y'all, Bill Quirk with the Defensive Training Group and Shoot GTR. Out here on the range today, we're going to do a quick video talking about practice and specifically some low round count practice that, given today's ammunition crisis, will give you more bang for your buck, so to speak. So the first thing to discuss when it comes to practice is not when you come out of the range and shoot necessarily. A lot of people do that. They come out and they shoot and they think they're getting good practice. When we talk about practice, we need to put a word in there, proper practice. Because if you come out and do something 1,000 reps and it's all wrong, you are still practicing, you're still training, but you're gonna get a result that's not what you want. You're gonna get a bad result based on the bad practice. If you come out and do 1,000 reps that are all different, you're not gonna get anything, you're just wasting those repetitions. What you have to do is come out and give yourself 1,000 reps as perfectly, correctly, consistently as you can in order to get that proper habituated response in the end. So don't think practice, think proper practice. The other thing about practice is you gotta know where you are, you gotta know where you wanna go, you gotta figure out a way to get there and measure your performance and your progress as you head on that journey. Most of you that know me know that I refer to training as a journey, not a destination, and this is the journey we're talking about. When we come out, we want to measure what we're doing. We want to have some specific goals and techniques that we're going to work on and stuff like that. So what we're going to do today, going back to the low round count idea, ammunition is very expensive and sometimes hard to get these days. So we're going to focus on some low round count practice that you can engage in that'll help your abilities, help your overall level of performance, and then stuff that we can test with drills later on. So we do the drill of the week. That's another series that we're doing out here. And I want you to understand that drills are something that you do occasionally as a litmus test of your ability. So don't practice the drill. Practice the skills that will allow you to be successful in the drill. And the drills, of course, should replicate some sort of real-world principle or concept that you're trying to work towards. But you don't want to practice the drill necessarily. You want to practice the skills that will let you be successful in the drill. And that's what today's going to be. So there'll be a video coming out about the test. We're starting the drill of the week again, and we're going to do the test, which is 10 rounds, 10 yards, 10 seconds. So a lot of people struggle on that first shot from the holster. So that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to step down to the steel, and we're going to work on one round from the holster, and then we'll work up to multiple rounds and whatnot as we go. But we don't have to do a whole lot. You don't got to burn a whole lot of powder to get a good result at the end. We're going to be very slow and methodical, very deliberate, purposeful in what we're doing. That was a word that a student used recently, and I like it. I've talked about deliberate, consistent motion for years now, and the word that made sense to her was purposeful. So we're going to incorporate that. You want everything you do to have a purpose, have a goal in mind. So we're going to go down, we're going to practice to start out just one round from the holster, and we're going to shoot on steel. You're going to see a nice thing about shooting on steel is you get that automatic feedback that indicates you did in fact get your hit. If you're interested in shooting steel, you can take our GTR Pro course out here, and that's one of the benefits that you will accrue from taking that course and getting that certification on your membership. So let's step down to the 10-yard line and give this a shot. All right, so we've stepped down on the range. Those of you will probably recognize this is my teaching bay. This is where I do most of my classes and lessons. We're at the 10-yard line. We've got some 8-inch steel in the middle, the white one there. The ones on the end, those are 12-inch steel. But we're going to be shooting on that 8-inch white steel plate in the middle. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to be shooting my Langdon Tactical 92G Beretta. And we're going to do, to start, one round from the draw. No time, trying to be as consistent, efficient, deliberate as possible. Let's give this a try. 10 yards is our minimum safe distance out here for pistol steel at Shoot GTR, so we don't want to be any closer than this. One thing to bear in mind when you're out here, focus on what you're doing. Focus on the process. Don't think about the result. Don't think about getting the ding on the steel. Don't think about the target if you're shooting on paper. Don't think about the last shot if you're shooting multiple rounds. Every single shot. So if you're shooting 6 rounds, which is what we're going to do in a few minutes, it's going to be one shot 6 times. Focus on the process for each shot. Focus on the process, you should get a good result. Focus on the result, probably going to mess up the process. So Pay attention to what you're doing. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't lose focus on what you're doing. All right, so a couple of good, solid, smooth presentations. Not so much working on speed right now, working on fluidity of movement, efficiency, consistency, all that kind of stuff that I talked about earlier. So now we're gonna give it a try doing multiple rounds, and I'm just gonna do a run at 6 rounds. Like I said, the point of this isn't to waste ammunition, it's to give yourself a chance with multiple rounds to see how your technique maintains throughout a longer course of fire. We don't want something that's going to fall apart after just a couple of rounds. So let's see how this one goes. This will be 6 rounds. Try that again. Nice and easy. When you're out here practicing, especially when you're getting started and even quite a ways through your journey, don't focus on speed and being fast. I still like the expression, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, because I think that really encapsulates the idea of efficiency and the importance of efficiency in what we're doing here. Throughout much of your journey, especially in the beginning, and quite frankly, quite a ways as you go along, focus on being efficient and consistent, very deliberate, very purposeful, to use that word. Get the gun out, and the more efficient and consistent you become, you will become faster because you're simply moving less. The path from the holster or from the ready to the target will be more efficient, shorter, smoother. You will get there sooner. There comes a point later on where you do want to work on speed, but don't do that too prematurely because you can start to reinforce bad habits. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, let us know what you think, give this a try, go out there and be safe.